of the leader.
Yeah.
I was making him a different color because they're literally just.
Yeah, the only thing you can differentiate is if you mouse over them. But you can't do that nice and quickly. The Hummels, it doesn't matter because they're artillery. They
Do
all
you
act.
need an HQ though?
No, they technically just act as one. They all shoot at the same target, so there's no reason you would ever split them up.
Okay.
Yeah, because they all shoot at the same time. At the same template. You can have like a de facto leader because you will need one if you ever want to like follow me or whatever, do those tactics, but you don't need it.
All right.
You might want to color your team leaders so you know what team is what team, but I mean, if you keep them far enough away from each other, it shouldn't be an issue. Because this guy is the leader for this team, but
okay.
but this guy's the yeah, and they all act independently of each other.
That's what it is. Oh, that's too dark.
Yeah, I'll do that for ease over here as well because
like,
I have a lot of infantry.
Got a fuck ton of infantry. Do. Is there a leader for these tank hunter groups too? Is this 2 units or 1?
It's 1 unit of 4, so you can designate one again, but they usually just stick together because they can only move 2 inches at a time anyway. They're slow as fuck. 2 or 4 inches maybe? Yeah, no, they slow boys.
Color that's not so harsh. Oh, there you go. That's a lot better. That's not as harsh. I mean, I can tell who it. Yeah, like look at this, Johnny.
Yeah, there you go.
Like even for the tank lead, like it's a lighter blue, so it's like not as harsh.
Yeah.
I'll probably make these colors lighter too. So they're not so just. Because whoever made these models did it. There you go. That looks a bit better. All right, what are we doing?
All right. So do you have any questions about the tank stats here? Will we have them up?
Oh no.
Well, do you understand?
Do
you
I
want me to
roll an
explain
armor save for them, or I'm
Yes.
gonna?
So what happens is when you're shot, I'll pull up my IS2 stats so we can do a mock sort of like this is what would happen. Where the fuck is it here? Trying to force IS is where are you? There you are. All right. So say my IS is shot at you. They have an anti-tank of 14. They shot you in the front. You have armor 6 on the front. You would need an 8 to get that. You can do that. There's rules for getting an 8. You would have to roll a 6 and then a 6.
Okay.
And that would give you an 8. But otherwise, you really that's so statistically improbable you couldn't do it. So if it were a more tame number like AT10, you roll a d6, you add the d6 to your front armor rating. If you get over 10, you've saved. If you get 10, I have to roll a firepower check, and if I pass, I bail you out. If I do not pass, if you do not, match me or beat me, then you are bailed out, possibly destroyed. If I roll that firepower check again and beat it, then I destroy you straight out.
Okay.
And when you're bailed out, you just put a little marker on the tank, and you, on the first step of your turn, you immediately try to remount them, which will be your protected ammo rating here. It's a 3+ to remount. So every turn, the beginning of your turn, if they don't remount, you retry to get a 3 up to bring them back in.
And
That tank can't do anything, can't shoot until you remount.
do we have a thing for that?
I guess not.
Oh, we have
Yeah,
leader tokens. I like the color coding better.
bailed out. Yeah, we have ones over here.
Where?
You can use this one. This bailed out one, green here.
Pin down.
I'll clone it so I can have one on my end. There we go.
Oh.
We're good. So that's how like armor saves work for tanks. They're slightly different than infantry, where you roll and add instead of just roll and check. But it doesn't take that much longer because you're only really ever going to be worrying about 2 or 3 hits at a time, unless it's a crazy amount.
Yeah.
And in
Alright.
cases like my IS is shooting you, there's no like people usually just forego the 7 and 8 rule because it's so improbable. But like they're in the original rules, so if you want to play it that way, that's fine.
I'm gonna roll. It's only 2 dice you're rolling.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is most people are just like, yeah, it's fine. We'll save the time because in real life, when you're actually rolling them, it takes longer. But
What?
that's what I'm saying is fine. Well, because you got to roll a 6 and then you got to roll a 6 and you got to do that for every check you're making.
Oh, I would just
This
roll
is
2d6 for each one because if you don't get 2 6, like why would you roll them separately? It's like,
eh,
look there, boom. I got a 6 and a 1, and it's like, oh, that didn't do it. Oh, that didn't do it. The odds of, but it's like I'm getting a 6, but yeah, it's not gonna happen often. Just 2 dice and move up life. Where are we? What are we doing now?
all right. We can deploy if you want. Well, actually, we've got to pick a mission, so we'll come over to the missions booklet. We'll look in yours on your side here, and just do it from there.
Okay.
We'll just pick one instead of rolling for one, because you can roll for one like the tournament shit does. That takes a little while to set up. We'll just do a normal. Well, yeah, we'll just do normal annihilation, 12-inch deployment. The only thing we have to do is kill each other. That's it. There's no
Okay.
special objectives. We're just attacking. So it's a 12-inch deployment, and I believe it's one. Yeah, both players, starting with the attacker, take turns placing a unit within 12 inches of their own table edge. So we'll each roll a die. Whoever gets highest is declared the attacker. So we'll roll a d6 here. Gonna take some dice.
4.
And I got a 1. So you're the attacker.
Okay.
So you pick an edge to attack from, and then I get the opposite edge. I mean, it's up to you. We can switch sides because this is tabletop sim. It's much easier.
Yeah, I want your side.
Okay. So I'll just move my army over to where your army is, and you'll
Oh, you
move
can't
yours
flip
over
the
here.
table?
No.
Hold on. Oh, come my way. Oof.
I'm not fucking doing nothing.
Being in my way.
Ah, you took some of my shit.
Which is what I said. I said move out of my way. He proceeded to stay in way.
I moved.
There's a summary here.
Right, take my
Shit out of
things
here.
back.
My dice. I think you're stupid. You should use that roller so I can see it in the chat. I don't have to go look at your dice or anything.
It should pop up in chat, doesn't it?
Nope.
No, it doesn't. Thought it did.
Why you got so many cards?
Because that's what I was gonna explain here next. Is the cards? These are things you buy as part of your army.
I got one.
So yeah, you have one, and that's a one-time command point reroll. Essentially, it's a you get to if you discard this card, you may do it at any time, and you can reroll one dice of your choice. And once you do, you can no longer use that card. That card is expended.
Yeah.
You can only ever have one. The Russians they kind of need the cards a bit more because all of my units are hit on 3. Like my units are easier to hit. So I'm cheap and fucking easy to kill. This one here is Partisan Guides. So that we're not going to be rolling for reserves, so it's useless. So I'm just going to flip it now.
Okay.
Under the cover of smoke, at the start of the game, I choose one of my artillery units and I set up a smoke bombardment. A smoke bombardment does what you think. It blocks line of sight, so no one can shoot through it. RPG tank grenades just give my infantry the ability to attack with better anti-tank. So when they assault you, I attack you. I'm basically just throwing grenades at you instead of actually assaulting your tank, which is suicidal.
Okay.
Make your own luck is another is similar to the lucky, which I also have. I have lucky. Make your own luck makes anyone die a 4 automatically. I just turn that dice to a 4. Cards discarded.
I got rid of the weather effects.
Yeah, that's fine. I couldn't find the rain.
It
I
was
turned off the
it
fog
was
earlier.
under this building, and the building was like as if somebody hid something under a couch. Like the building was up. Like
Okay.
yeah,
What the fuck?
yeah, it's weird. All right, why are some of your guys upside down?
I don't know. They do that sometimes, I guess. They just like to hang
Shake
out.
them, shook them too much.
I dropped them when they were kids.
That makes sense. All right, so now it's deployment.
Now it's
We're
deployment.
just
You deploy
murdering each other.
first. Yeah.
Everything?
No, you deploy one unit. So your purple, your red, your green, all your tank, all 5 of your tanks, all 3 of your artillery. The command team is separate as well. So those 2 guys are their own unit.
Where
The
can the
artillery,
scout guys go?
the scout guy, that's the special rule about them is they can deploy. Here, let me find the scout keyword. I might have to find it in fucking uh, online. I forget the exact distance, but scouts are cool because when you deploy them, their advanced deployment gives you a bubble of additional deployment room. So you can deploy normal units up with your scouts if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to know the wording for that because that's very good.
Yeah. Uh,
Delete that.
Another thing about your scouts while I'm finding it, your scouts, they because they have the scout keyword, if they don't shoot, they're always considered gone to ground, which makes them +1 harder to hit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Scouts aren't meant to like go and attack. They're just like they're literally scouts. Why aren't you opening?
Get Vogue. This will be turn uno.
Oh, and where are you?
Oh,
That's what it's called. It's the Spearhead Rule. They can move their tactical or dash speed, is what it is. Where is it? Spirit can use these expanded deployment area. A unit with the Spearhead Rule can move at tactical or dash speed after deployment into any area of the board more than 16 inches away from the enemy deployment, 16 inches from objectives. There's no objectives. 16 inches from enemy teams. Doesn't matter. 8 inches from enemy teams. This allows, yeah, and then once set up, where does it?
Where do I see my scout unit on here?
They are a part of
Grenadier
the
Company?
company. Yeah, they're a part of the Grenadier Company. This might be old.
Choose
Old rule.
formation. Is it modify?
Yeah.
Okay. Infantry. Okay. Reconnaissance. Okay, so what's considered cross country? Is that any of this open ground
Yeah. Anything that's not a road
or
is
trees and
essentially
shit?
country. Yeah. The normal movement can be done over country as well. The dash is just a little extra movement so that you
So
don't.
what's a normal move?
The normal movement is the first number.
8 inches.
Yeah.
Everything moves at
Basically,
eight
your
inches.
unit can
That's weird.
all the infantry move 8 inches. Your tanks should move 10.
Okay, so if I put my reconnaissance guys down, they can then move in addition up to a dash, and that's where their deployment is.
Yeah, and then I'm trying to find the bubble for the size of like because you can deploy off of them now a certain amount. I don't know what that distance is. That's what I'm trying to find. Is it here?
Can I deploy inside of buildings?
If you have a building wholly within, or if you have scouts that can move to be within buildings, yes. Because you're technically not deploying them in buildings, you're deploying them, then moving them up into the building.
Well, I mean, I can move into any building on this side of the river.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is you're not technically deploying in it, you're moving into it, which is why you can just go into it.
Okay. Oh, that tower's all one piece. I wanted to take the top off. Oh well. Okay, so
I'm
I'm
just trying
team
to
blue.
find my
You gotta change your
books
color.
because
You
I
gotta
have a
change to
book.
red or something.
What do you mean?
You're a white player.
I mean, does it really matter?
I guess I should change. Oh, I can just flip sides. Oh, we could have done. Oh, I'm blue. I'm using blue.
Where the fuck did my rule book go? Why can't I find it when I want it?
Let's see if I can.
Uh,
Did that change something to blue? I don't think that changed anything. Dang it, man! I wanted that to change something. Oh wait, I can fucking draw and stuff. I keep forgetting that we have like a lot of tools in here that I'm just not used to. Oh, let me delete all drawings.
oh no, I think my book is in that fucking box. So I want to fucking play with it.
Lord and
Yeah, I think it's
Connie,
in here.
going all robot.
Yeah, I'm a little ways off from the computer right now.
Oh, it's hitbox. Wonky.
In there. Why are you not in there? Where the fuck are they?
Don't yell at me. Oh, better off just doing X's. Right here drawing stuff like a dum. Boop, boop, boop,
There we go. I found my little rule book now.
boop,
Ah.
boop, boop, boop.
Where it is?
Okay, if you don't know that that building's occupied, I don't know how to help you. I can put a line around too.
Yeah, your unit is technically inside of it, so yeah, you don't even need to put your unit on the table because he's technically inside of that building.
Yeah, that's what I assumed.
How many teams are you putting in there? Because there would be a limit. We would have to look at it and see.
What's the limit for this building? I mean,
Well, that's the thing is we
it's a
have to look at it.
3-story building.
The problem is we have to take the team and compare the team size to the building because that's what you would do.
Well, I have 3 teams.
If it's 3-story, your commander's going to have to be out of it. Or
Wait.
do you only have 3 teams with your commander?
Yeah, look right here.
Okay, then yeah, then you're fine.
So for each floor of a building, it's a unit.
Well, no, it's not a team. If this wider building, that's like this team, this is like 4 teams wide, so you could put 4 teams per floor.
Okay.
It depends on the side. Like you have to literally take the team, put it above the building, see how many would fit inside of it. That's how many per floor.
That's weird.
Well, because when you're playing in real life, you'll take the top off the building and put the teams inside.
Oh, yeah. See, that's what I was wondering. I'm like, I wish I could take the tops off of this. I forgot that their terrain was like that. Okay, so my reconnaissance team
Special
is in
rules
there.
92. Okay.
Thinking that's the best
am
place. Because is line of sight a thing?
Yeah, line of sight is a thing. So true line of sight. If you can see a unit, you can shoot at it.
Well, I can see most.
And if you have range to it, you can see you can.
Well,
you can
I'm
shoot
gonna
at
assume
it too.
these fuckers don't have a sniper. Because it doesn't look like
No.
it.
No,
God
they're
damn it,
using Car 98s and fucking MGs.
I mean,
They're
still.
actually no, that's a Car 98 specific team.
Well, they got MGs on their bases, do they?
Yeah,
not?
they're only using Car 9. It's a Car 98 scout team. They have MGs on their bases because there's no Car 98 scout team base.
Fuck, could have used some snipers.
All right, so Spearhead. When deploying your remaining units, you may treat the area entirely within 8 inches of a Spearhead team that is in command as an extension of your deployment area. Teams placed here may not be placed in areas that a Spearhead team may not move into. So you cannot move them within 16 of my units. You cannot move them in 16 inches of my deployment area or any objective outside your deployment area. So there's no objectives, so you just have to say 16 inches away from my deployment area is the only rule for your deployment, which you are. That tower is 16 inches away. So basically that's your deployment line is you can deploy within 8 inches of that now, going no further up the board.
Perfect.
All right, so now I'll pick one and
Oh, it just goes
I will
one after the other? Okay.
yeah, to one to one. I'll deploy my scouts now. Do they have Spearhead though? That's the question.
You have a
Because
big
some
ass scout team.
scouts. Yeah, well, I mean they're Russians.
What?
That's all. That's
They're
all I've got to say.
notorious for large scout units?
They're notorious for large quantities of men.
That sounds like a paradise.
Yeah, they are Spearhead as well. The only problem is, yeah, I'll put them in this building, the large 2-story building, because I think I can fit them all in there. No, my commander's gonna have to be out of there because it's a 2-story building.
Don't you have to wait? So, don't you have to be 16
Right.
inches away from my unit?
Yeah, let's see. Because it depends on if your unit is considered fucking concealed or not. Let me double check on this. It's 16 inches from a team you're not concealed from, or 8 inches of any normal enemy team.
Okay,
16 inches from the enemy deployment area as well.
so you'd have to be on the. If I can't see you, you'd have to be. So you're gonna have to be on the other side of that building, not in it.
I'll just go into. Wait, can I go? No, I can't go into that building because it's too far up the board. I can't go into that building. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm basically just going to have to deploy normally, which is fine.
Or
I've
yeah,
got
or you'd
the
have to
bodies.
like go into the woods or something over there.
Well, yeah, because that's definitely. Because I have to be 16 away from that and 16 away from your
Yeah,
edge,
you basically you
which is
get
enough.
this area. That's the only way you're gonna be
Yeah, I'll go
across that
play into the
river.
fucking fields because it's better than
You mean the
nothing.
forest?
Yeah, into the woods.
You said fields. That's a field. This ain't no orchard. These are not organized trees. Though they look like it could be an orchard, but I don't know what kind of fruit those. Good lord.
Oh my god.
Hold on. I got some.
Um,
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Change the
well, the problem
color.
is I'm gonna need to be moving my actual units.
Yeah, I know. I know. Hold on. Move your bases out of the way, please, just for a second. Hey, get rid of the trees.
Why? What's up?
Just look.
Oh,
Look.
you've just drawn the
Yeah, just look down at it from above. I know that the lines are like at angles and stuff because it's not
Yeah,
drawn like perfect.
that's what we usually do is
Well,
like
no, like I
these.
mean, you could like unlock the
Well, no,
trees.
like well, I'm just gonna delete them because yeah, like what you normally
Well,
do.
keep one. I'm gonna put them back. Hold on, I'll grab one.
Keep. I mean, I haven't gotten them all yet,
I got
so
one.
because yeah, what you would normally do is you would just take the trees off and
Yeah,
have a little base that shows you there is woods here. Fucking
yeah. Is that an okay line, or do you need that?
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
It just needs to show that I am in trees and in cover. Therefore,
yeah.
because if you are a rule I'll let you know now is if you're in like trees or in like dense stuff like this that would obscure sight, if
Uh-huh.
you're 2 inches away from an edge and your enemy is shooting through that edge, you cannot be shot. You are considered not visible.
Okay, can you shoot the enemy?
No, you are also they are also invisible to you because you can't see them, they can't see you, sort of thing.
Gotcha.
You have to be within 2 inches of an edge to shoot out or be shot at. For really dense stuff like these fields, it's fine. You can be shot at any time in there or shoot out anytime. It's just like trees and all that other shit. Okay, that's me. It's my unit.
Uh, can you go through a river, or do you have to use a bridge?
It would be a cross check. So for infantry, it's automatic, but for tanks and stuff, it would require a check.
And they could potentially like damage themselves, or just be stuck.
No, they just get stuck. Yeah,
Oh, okay,
they
so it
get
just
stuck
makes
and
them
they can't
slow.
do anything. So they can't shoot. They can't do anything if they get stuck.
Gotcha. And I can't deploy anything within 16 inches, you said? Of your boardage? Is that what you said?
Yeah, 16 inches. It's the line of the church here. The corner of this church is 16 inches away, so. And it has to be within 8 inches of the church itself. So basically, this.
There's no windows to shoot out from the side of this building?
It. No, I guess not. I mean, you're technically able to, but
Oh, I am able to?
yeah.
Okay.
Usually, when you jump in a building, you're able to shoot out of it in each
It just
direction.
looks like that. Like, you can tell it's like textured. I assume it's supposed to be just a middle building for like a row. Uh, but all the infantry squads are the exact same, right?
Yeah, basically, all of your grenadier squads should be the exact same. They all have 2 Shreks and the same amount of units, and they all have the same stats. Each and every individual little team does the same thing.
And this thing's 5 stories, so it's easily going to be able to hold. I'm gonna put my green squad in that one.
Well, you'll be able to hold 1 team per level.
What do you mean?
Well, if you look at the team size here, like I was saying, is you take the team, you put it over the building, that can hold 1.
Oh,
It might be. I mean, I would let you argue for 2 if you like really wanted 2 per level.
so there's 5 floors. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, if you let me do 2, I can put them all in there. Otherwise, I'll have to use both buildings, I guess.
Yeah, I mean that's not a problem. Your infantry is still technically within
But
like
I
the
feel like those
like
teams would be able to occupy that 5-story building.
if you want to, I'm not gonna like argue it. It's fine. This is a casual game. I'm not like no, they
I got
cannot.
you. Yeah, I mean, yeah, because
That's
I mean,
fine.
especially as how wide it is, like, yeah, and they're only 4-man teams. I
The
would
only
say if it was
problem
a
is
squad, yeah. Hmm.
that building is out of 8 inches from your tower.
What do you mean? What's the 8 inches we talking about?
That's your spearhead deployment. Your spearhead unit only gives off a 8 inch bubble for deployments. So you can deploy within that 8 inches, but
That's
not
8 inches.
at the very, very tiny edge of the building. Is your whole unit going to be within the 8 inches? 8 inches?
They're all gonna have a dude on each window on.
Yeah, yes, but you understand how the team base is
Yeah.
not within those 8 inches.
Um.
They can fit within this large 2-story building easily,
Yeah.
I think. Well, you'd fit 3 per floor, so that's 6. 'Cause, yeah, it's another team larger. Looks like. Here goes. Yeah, that's 3. It's 3 per story. So that's a 6-person house. And you could, because this house is within 8 inches, the little smaller 2-story house, your smaller teams take up a smaller footprint. So you could put your 6 teams in the one bigger house and your 3 smaller teams in the smaller house, and they're all within 6 inches or whatever of each other. So they're all within command, even if they're occupying different buildings.
Okay, I'm going to put half of the green one, and I'm gonna split it like this.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I will see how much can I fucking fit in this house. Half of this house.
One. Okay.
It's only a 3-story. Yeah, it's a 3 stories. 3, 6, 9. Fuck. That ain't enough.
We will go there. I can see yous. I can see
You can't
yous.
see. You can't see the fucking end half of it though. Is what I'm
Oh
saying.
yeah, not that half.
Oh, that's fine. I'll just put them over here. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna start putting them over here. Where's my endpoint? Fuck.
The craziest thing happened. The Russians came across the bridge I didn't put anybody on. What's the craziest
Can you
thing?
mark? Can you grab the mark 8 inches off of my unit so I can put my guy within it,
Measure it again?
and then I'll know. Well, that's what I'm saying. Can you just measure from my base 8 inches off? Right there. Is that there? I mean, that's a little generous, but I'll take it. Because I gotta fit fucking 14, 17 people within this fucking deployment bubble.
They facing the wrong way.
Yeah, they are. They're running away. They're Russian. All of my units are facing the wrong way.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
Well, it's because I had to pick up my army and take it across the table.
Johnny, you're better off just doing. Hold on. You're better off
No,
just doing
because
like that.
no, because they weren't all facing that way.
What do you mean?
Some of them are facing the right way already.
Yeah, but you were better off just rotating it and then moving your HQ unit.
There were 2 or 3 that were facing the right way, and I just didn't want to deal with it.
Stood up. Yes. Ugh. There you go. Oh, they're all so close together.
Well, they have to be.
No, like their like bases are like overlapping and stuff.
Yeah.
What's the rule on that? Are their bases supposed to overlap? Can they?
No, they're supposed to be touching
Like at most
like that.
touching?
Yeah. I mean, centimeters don't matter too much, but
Yeah, but like to like I guess make sure that you're not cramming more in a spot than you should. They're not supposed to overlap, I guess.
yeah. Yeah, like see that can't happen because that's actual overlap there.
Heavy shock rifle team. That's a big ass unit.
They're a normal unit size. Oh, well, you mean the
What
number
are
of
you
bases?
talking? Oh, yeah, you had them so fucking close together. It just looked like one big base.
No,
Yeah, I thought
those
that
are
was
2 different
one
bases.
big ass base. I thought it was a squad of 8 people.
No. Yeah, no, the Hero Shock, they have the same unit sizes. Oh my lord. It's the only downside of fucking playing Russians in a game like this is the amount of fucking units you have to move. There. Yeah, you can see that I'm not overlapping on purpose if I am.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, it's just cheating. So, I mean, it's whatever.
Yeah. Cheating, schmeating.
Oh. Ow. Call me by your name. Hey guys, welcome back. It's your boy, Skinny Penis. Back at it again. I'm here letting you know all my Johnny friends' credentials to hack his gamer PC. Let's go.
Alright, that's the unit.
Just breeze on past that. All right.
Yeah.
They're gonna die. Well, hopefully. That's the
Well,
goal.
people are gonna die. That's gonna happen. I mean, I'm playing the Russians. You don't think I've accepted some of my men are gonna die?
Some of you may die. Sacrifice I'm willing to make. What's the range of the artillery?
If you check your card here, let's see, where are they? Turn to formation. Turn to force. Ooh, Hummels have a 80-inch bombardment range and a 16-inch direct fire. So the entire board is their
Okay.
artillery range because it's artillery.
And they have a 16 direct fire?
Yeah, so if they have direct line of sight to an enemy, like
Do
a
I
normal
have to
tank,
be aiming
they can shoot.
towards it to
Yes,
indirect
you have
fire?
to turn to face to no. Yes, to indirect fire you do have to face the enemy, yes. You can always turn for free when you're shooting though. Like when you're shooting, if you're turning, you can turn like 90 degrees to shoot. It just determines your turning will determine where I can hit you.
Oh, okay.
That's all it is. It's not like an impediment to you, it's a bonus for me, essentially. And if they're trying to shoot at something that they don't have line of sight to, they need a spotter to see it, and then they need to range in for artillery strikes.
Which
If they
takes
can
how
see
long?
the enemy, well, that's all it is that you roll a range in dice. Your spotter will range in for you. They use their skill, and they roll a skill check, and if they range in, then you range in. Then you can shoot. But if you don't range in, you just can't shoot that salvo because you didn't range in.
I'm trying to figure out how the fuck am I supposed to get line of sight on this tower?
What do you mean?
Because from here I can see there.
Yeah, I mean, be reasonable. Obviously,
But
the
they
little
don't.
tippy tip of the fucking thing isn't going to be able to
Yeah, no,
provide
but
line of sight for you, but as long as like the main tower can see,
yeah, I can
like the main
see.
body of the tower can see down the road.
I can see
Yeah, you can
those
see like that.
dudes, and I can see
Yeah,
like
you can
that
see.
unit.
Well,
Like I can see
you
these
can see
back three
those.
dudes right
Yeah.
here,
Well, you
and
can
that
see
guy.
all. You can see 5 of them technically.
Well, I know for a fact I
All
can see
you.
these three, and I can see
Yeah,
that guy.
but for ranging in, you don't need
Uh
to
huh.
worry about who you can see. You can just see if you want. You can just see what is the fucking.
That
You can just see
bush.
that spot of land, and you range in on that spot of land, and then put your template centered on that spot of land.
I got you. I think I'm gonna give my artillery right there. I think it's not a bad spot because they are good anti-tank guns, right?
They're all right. I don't have any tanks. I just have artillery.
Oh,
Hummels
even
are good anti-tank. They have 11 anti-tank and auto firepower, but when like barraging tanks, they're not the best
well, then why do
with
I
artillery
have
fire.
a tank hunter unit? Are these artillery too?
No, they're like I said, these are armies I've actually built and played with. So I've built and played with this army. It's not meant to counter my army. My army isn't meant to counter yours.
Ah,
I just took 2 of my armies and I'm facing them together.
okay. Well, that's me. I'm gonna put down my artillery. I'm good.
Your tank hunters though can take out my like SUs and like they can take out my vehicles easier than your infantry can still. So they do have a use, but
You did they move really
I'm not
slow,
going to be
right?
pushing tanks up to you. What were you saying?
You said they move real slow, right?
Yeah, they do move pretty slow here. Let's check their movement.
2, 4, and 6.
Yeah. So yeah, they can always move 2 inches
I can't put those in a
unless they
building
dash.
though, right?
No, you cannot. Yeah, gun teams do not go in buildings.
All right.
So that's your deployment.
Yeah. For
Okay.
those guys.
They're in the tall grass. Fucking,
I think that's wheat, Johnny.
it's tall grass. It's
It's
white. It's
see
beige
that big
grass.
ass grass over there? Those are trees, motherfucker. The big ass grass. That's a fucking. Nope, that's wheat. That's not. Wait, is wheat a type of grass? No, I bet it's not. Ain't no type of grass. No way. Is grass a
Isn't there something called
category of plant?
wheatgrass? Yeah. Yes. Grass is a plant.
No, like a plant category. You know, like you got trees, foliage.
Maybe it would probably be a weed, if anything.
So you're saying, motherfucker, that there's like trees, weeds, fungus, and stuff? That's the categories? You don't think
I
grass is
mean,
a category? Gotta be.
nah.
Gotta be. Some of the gangster. Oh no. Oh no. Kevin Gates is some good shit, man. Yeah, the newest rap music coming out nowadays ain't like the best, but
Okay.
some of it's good.
They are in there.
I just
You can
breezed
see the
past my
flag.
statement. All right, I can see your
Yep.
fucking people. I can see your people. I can always just highlight them. I can see them.
That is them. That's my second hero rifle down.
Roll for getting lost, bitch. That's what you need to do.
Getting
Oh,
lost. They can see. They can see the flag. They got a commissar. He'll
I can see
fuck
that
them up if
spot.
they fuck up.
You're gonna get fucked up.
You can't technically see it because of the tree line.
Come on.
The trees.
Yeah, this guy can see straight right there.
That's through two trees.
Oh, it's the bases.
Yeah. Yeah, you go through the baseline. That's the only measurement, like that's the only line of sight that will obscure everything on its base is trees.
Oh, well, then I guess they can see it and call it out at least.
Yeah.
Garbage. Um,
Also, I would if firing artillery from them is far more effective against infantry than direct fire. I would not advise
yeah, but
direct
if I
firing
could
against
see it
infantry.
within 80 inches, I wouldn't have to.
Yeah, you
I could
can
just
spot for yourself.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, blap, blap. Bum, 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 ba, da, da, da. Da, da, da.
Make sure that that's 8 inches.
Does it matter who's up front and not? Like, do I?
I
Do
mean,
I?
the people in the front I can shoot at easier. So if you don't want them
But do I
targeted,
get
don't
to
put them in the front.
assign the? Okay, so
You get to
whoever.
assign the hits. Whoever I target will be hit, and then extra hits can be decided by you.
Okay.
So no matter what, whoever's in front will, if I target them and they get hit, will get hit.
Okay, so you want to keep the command in the back, right?
Usually, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, you're good. 8 inches there.
I guess I can just move more forward, couldn't I? That's me.
All right. My HQ for the company. Oh yes, one thing before you place your HQ company. If your HQ company is within, I think it's 6 inches of another unit, like of a unit under its command, like in its company,
Mm-hmm.
it can re-roll failed morale tests and skill tests.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think it only allows one to do it. I gotta double check on that. It's essentially like a fucking chapter master or something. He's just like, yeah, no re-roll because of fuck you.
And I can have these units from the HQ up to 6 inches apart, and it'll still give that 6-inch bonus.
What? Sorry, what was that?
These guys are like 3 inches apart. Are they still giving that 6-inch
They are
bonus?
not part of your company, the Hummel.
Oh, okay.
The Hummel are support units. Yeah, the Hummel and the tanks are support.
So then, hold on. Okay, so that's 3 inches. Would I be able to do that?
Yeah, yeah, they can be apart from each other a little bit to spread out their potential buff range. Yeah.
Because I got everybody. All right.
All right.
All right, so the whole unit is there. Those are.
Yeah.
Oh, so these can be trucks or artillery. Oh,
What?
your little Joshka's fucking.
No, that's the snow version of them. He
Oh,
just doesn't have the rockets on the back.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why, but yeah, those are my Katyushas. Like, and they're always artillery. They're just his second texture is just not done.
What's the range of these things? Hold on.
24 inches, I think. You can always check your formation list
32.
here. Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, the longest tank guns are 48, so it's not unheard of for 32. Yep, that's correct. I thought I double checked everything.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, one sec here.
Because that's going to be line of sight on those, right? Or is the trees. Like, is the height of the trees come into play or with that? Like, how's that work?
No, it doesn't matter as long as it's trees. I am within 2 inches of the edge, though,
No,
so yeah,
them.
you can see me. Who?
Them.
Yeah, you can't. If you can't see my guys who are 2 inches into the trees, you can't see the guys who are like on the other end because the trees were, you know,
So
as tall
the
as those buildings.
height of terrain doesn't matter. So even if it's a field.
No, trees specifically
Oh, trees
fully block line of sight.
specifically.
Yeah,
Oh, hold
the
on.
hills,
Okay,
the
hold
hills
on
are
then.
just true. So if you can't see through a hill, you can't see through a hill. But if you can see over it, you can see over it.
Yeah, hold on then.
Yeah, because without that, this map would just be a fucking firefight shoot up fest.
Yeah.
Because the woods wouldn't really block any line of sight.
Really sure where to put these dudes where they'd be effective. I guess right here.
I mean, that hill was a good choice because I was going to come out of it eventually, but you might want to have pushed them back to the end of the hill. I mean, there's good too because you're going to see me in the fields. The only thing is I'll have field cover, so that's why I
Yeah.
put them in the field.
Yeah, and I'll
Normally,
also be able to lock
maps
down
aren't
because
fucking this close.
I can see you from here. You're not close enough. So I can lock down the river too.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. That's fine.
Okay. All right.
Mm. Oh no. Oh. Yeah, that's me. Put down.
How are they deploying out of your zone?
Oh, or with a native. My bad.
Yeah. No, the only reason why I asked is because I remember you couldn't put anything in that building.
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, Katyushas are gonna go. Fucking pick yourself up. There you go. Ah, of course that barn door's gotta be fucking blocking me. I'll designate this one, I guess. Oh, I can't fucking. There we go. So that one's my fucking leader, and it says leader now on it.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Did you deploy anything after my Katyusha already, or do you
Nope.
still have a deployment? Okay.
Oh, can they get across the bridge like this, or is it gonna have to be like single file?
It'll have to be single file.
All right, that's fine.
Okay.
And these can be up to like, what was it, 6 inches apart? You said?
They can be as long as they're within 6 inches of their leader. Doesn't matter how far apart each individual one is. And just so you know, tanks gain benefits of cover as well. So if they're in trees, if they make they can start deployed in trees, but if they try to move in the trees, they have to make cross checks. But they still get the benefits of being in cover.
That's fine. I mean, does artillery get you? Does cover affect artillery?
If you can't draw line of sight to them, it would, because being in cover might do that for line of sight. But these units are artillery and direct fire. That's like they're. I'm just letting you know if you want to put your tanks somewhere else where they would have cover, you can get cover. That's all. I'm just letting you know that that is a thing that can
Yeah,
happen.
I guess probably crossing. Hmm.
Yeah, like going up hills and stuff requires no cross check. The only thing that requires cross check is going into woods, going over barricades or like fences or the like, and rivers and stuff. Like things you would think would require a cross check.
How did the turrets come on? Hold on. Do the turrets even need to rotate?
Yeah,
Oh, they do.
because if you rotate your turret and say shoot at a target like that, if I'm shooting you from over here, I'm shooting at your back armor. Because I'm shooting at your turret's rear armor or side armor. Because
Oh,
there's no rear armor. Yeah, so your turret facing does matter, and you will have to rotate. That's the nice thing about tanks, though, is they can rotate their turret to face. So if their turret can't be seen by an enemy, and just their front can be seen, they're shooting at your front armor, regardless of where your turret's facing.
okay. All right. Do that. All right, that's me. I'm completely set.
Yeah, I've got my last one to do now, and then I'm done. Oh my lord, these boys take up the whole fucking zone.
All right.
No, I'm not done yet.
Mm,
I'm still deploying them. Um, yeah, fuck it, just right there. That's me.
all right.
And then I believe we roll again for first turn. Let me double check. Yep, we roll a die. Bigger number goes first. So one thing also about this is it's not we have to kill all of each other's forces. Here, I'll roll my dice. We have
Use
to
this.
break each other's. I fucking
Got
rolled
a
it. It's a
6.
6.
Yeah, but use that thing. Because it just pops it in the chat. I don't even have to go look.
You don't trust me?
I just like to look. So you want to save me having to walk across the fucking, well, not really walk, but move across the board.
But yeah, the thing about formations is so your Hummel and
Uh-huh.
your tanks are not part of your formation. They're support for your formation. So your infantry are your formation, your company. So if
Okay.
all but one unit of them, so that's this whole like all of these teams, if there's a unit of them left and they're the only unit left, they have to make morale checks. And
Okay.
if they fail their morale checks, your formation is considered broken and they run away, and then you would lose this battle because you have no formation left.
Okay. All
The
right.
same with me. Everything except for my Katyusha, yeah, everything except for my vehicles are
And
my
we
formation.
do
It's the
roll
same
to
thing
see
for me.
who goes first?
Yep.
That's
Yeah, if
weird.
you look in the mission here, well, it's just like 40k. You roll for attacker defender, and then you roll for
Well,
first turn.
you say just like 40k, dude. It totally depends on what. Like, I don't come from the new edition, so that's not 40k to me. There was one roll, and then whoever didn't go first could roll a d6, and if they rolled a 6, they could steal the initiative. It wasn't a second roll off.
Also,
I'm
assault.
from
Before
old
I
editions.
move anything or do
Hmm.
anything, just so you know, and I make sure you're aware of the rules and all that, is assaults can only be attempted within 4 inches. You automatically assault. So you'll automatically move those 4 inches. There's no rolling to get in or anything. You move those 4 inches if you decide to assault. You then roll your assault, like against your assault skill, essentially, to
Can you
determine if you
assault
hit.
a unit that's more than 2 inches in cover?
If you are within 4 inches, yeah, because you just can't shoot at them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I keep finding random pieces of terrain that locked down.
I thought I locked everything down.
No, I've been like unlocking a piece of terrain down like every few minutes for like the whole thing, like a field here and there, a road, random shit. All right,
So
well, it's your turn, I
I'll
guess.
go through the turns for you so you can see how a turn goes. So for my starting step, I have no bailed out tanks. I don't have to rally anyone. I don't have to last stand anyone. I don't have to reveal ambushes because there are none. I don't have to roll for reserves, aircraft, or friendlies. I do have to roll for friendly smoke markers because I deploy a smoke at the beginning of the game. So under the cover of smoke, I put a smoke bombardment. Let me see how long that is. Smoke bombardment. Oh, fucking redirects me to a different page. Is okay. So it's 4 inches for each weapon or gun that is firing. I will fire it from my Su-76s, so it'll be a 12-inch line, and I will place it. I'll place it right along here, so it's a 12-inch line like that. And I'll get a marker. I'll draw it out or something. Let's see if I have to erase any of that. No, that's not even 12 inches. There we go. That's my smoke screen line. So for the first turn, I think it's the first. Is it first turn or first 2 turns that it lasts for?
What? I don't know.
That's what I'm checking.
Oh, I
Yeah,
was
so
like,
it
I
will
thought you were
last
asking me.
until
I'm
the
like, oh.
end of the opposing player's second turn. So at the end of your second turn, that smoke screen will go away. You cannot see through, you cannot shoot through, but you can move through and do other stuff as normal. So that means I also cannot shoot back at you through there. So that's a two-way line of sight blocker, essentially.
Okay. What's that do?
I'm just letting you know. So like anybody looking through that line, if
What
you
line?
have to draw a line like that, my white line here, my
Okay.
smoke screen line.
Okay.
If you're drawing a line through it to target any of my units or target for bombardments or anything, you can't technically see it because you can't see through that line.
Okay, even if it's just a spot.
Yeah, because you're looking through a smoke screen, so you can't just target a spot through a smoke screen because you can't figure out the
Oh,
coordinates or the.
just accidentally pick this up. But
That's okay.
okay. All right. Gotcha.
All right, so that's now used up. Flipped. Okay, so that was my starting step. Now I'll move. Everything has 8-inch movement basically. Far away are you? Oh, you are far away. I will. What's my fucking skill with those SMGs, SMG boys?
Yeah.
I'm just double checking something here.
You don't really have any anti-tank, do you?
No, other than my some of my artillery is good against anti-tank, but like I need to assault you to be good at anti-tank because of my RPG grenades. Otherwise, yeah, I'm not very good against tanks. All right, so yeah, I will attempt to blitz this scout team.
Okay.
Actually, well, No, not that scout team. I'm going to try to blitz the shock rifle team. Ah, fuck it. I'll blitz them both. So I'm going to roll for their blitz. The scout team blitz, I need a 3-up. So I'll roll the dice. They got it. So they get an extra 4 inches to their movement. So they move 12 inches. Why doesn't it let me draw movement off of them? Can't pick them up and move them and see how far I'm
Pick them
moving
up
them.
and hold tab.
It's tab. Okay, yeah, because usually I click right click and it wasn't working for me. So yeah, they move 12 inches. That's them. I'll try to advance the hero shock rifle team too. I'll try to blitz them. They make it. Two and then 10. Or 8. Yeah, they can move around that wall. I don't like this little area here. I can't fit my guys here. Fucking. And the rest of the team is just going to go into the building. So I'll put him in there. My HMGs have to be out of the building, though. That's the only problem. But the rest of the teams are going to go into the building here.
So whether... So you said... Because... Wait, can you assault if you blitz?
Yes.
So whether
Because
or not...
assault is not an order. It's it's just a step.
So it doesn't matter. You were going to be able to assault me on the second turn, irregardless.
Only because of the scout thing. That's the only reason why. And I would not have been if I would not have made that blitz. Because I did
You
need
just
that
blitzed
blitz.
twice. You moved 24 inches, though. You would have been able to do it on the second turn,
I
irregardless of my
didn't I
positioning.
didn't blitz twice.
No,
My
I'm saying
one team.
But the next turn, you're going to be able to assault me, irregardless. Wait, are you
Yeah.
able to assault me now?
Yeah, I'm within 4 of you now. But one thing about assaulting is it's like, I don't know what edition you played in 40K, but it's like 40K now where you get Overwatch. You don't have to spend anything, you don't have to do anything. You can automatically fire all of your tanks at me, the unit that's being assaulted, and then anything within X inches. So I believe these guys will get to fire as well. So some of your infantry will also get to fire, sort of covering fire for your tanks.
Gotcha.
So you will, and if I assault you and you score 5 hits with your machine gun fire on me, I then am immediately stopped, irregardless, because I'm considered pinned down.
Okay.
So there, yeah, there's gives and takes for assaulting. But yeah, assaulting is a common thing if you're trying to do it. That's why most games don't last very long, is because you can get into that sort of knife fight range really quickly if you want to. These 4 units that are hiding back here, they're in the building. With the these 6 are all in the building.
Okay.
And then yeah, the SMG team here will just move normally. There. And so will these guys. That is my movement.
Okay.
And then now it's a shooting step, so I gotta figure out what I'm gonna shoot with. I will shoot my scouts into your dudes. Let me check the range. I believe it's 8 inches for my guns.
So they can shoot them and then assault the tanks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where are they? Scout team. Oh, there they are. Okay. No, my guns are only 4-inch range, so I don't even think I can shoot your your infantry. I can with one team, so I'll do that. That's 3 shots.
Oh, with this guy? I got you.
Yeah, my command team into one of your guys.
And I'm gonna have. It actually says everybody within 8 inches. That's pretty much. That's this unit.
Yeah,
That's the whole
yeah. That's what I
thing.
was saying. Is yeah, your guys. There's going to be a lot of people getting to fire. It
Yeah.
depends on where I assault though, because I can assault that tank, which means it's 8 inches off of that tank. Like if I decide not to move into contact of any of those 3 tanks, it's based off of 8 inches of whoever is being assaulted, essentially.
Well, it's 8 inches off of the assaulting teams. So 8 inches off of wherever you are.
The assaulted, because it's covering fire, not it's
No,
not off of
it
me.
says right here opponent's defensive fire. Defending teams within 8 inches of assaulting teams fire at halted ROF. So yeah, wherever
Oh, okay.
your assault teams go, 8 inches off of them, that's who gets to shoot.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is if I don't move this guy up, you don't like if I assaulted that tank, it would be
Yeah, but
eight
if you
inches off
don't
of
assault
him.
that tank, then you're not gonna have any hits on them.
Yeah, which is
Yeah, but it's
but that depends
my
though.
measurement is off of your assault team.
All right, so 3 shots. Your guys are to hit on 4s, so that's 3 dice, and I
Shooting at
need
the.
4s.
Does the
The
trees
infantry.
give me a bonus or anything?
No, there's no trees between you and them.
Oh, I don't get any cover bonus for being in it.
You'd have to be wholly within it because my line has to pass through the tree.
Oh,
So there's
okay.
even if you're slightly within tree, I can see men that are not in the trees.
Gotcha.
So that's 2 hits. Since you are not considered dug in for this mission at the start of the turn, and you didn't have a chance to dig in, unfortunately. It's just armor saves. So you have 2 armor saves of 3 up because they're infantry, and any fails are teams removed. So this guy definitely has a hit, and then you can allocate the hits off of him, the extra hit.
If I
So you would
fail.
do that now. No, you allocate the hits now because you decide who would fail off of that.
Oh, if I roll. Okay, so he'll take it, and he has this MG team in the back right.
Well, it'd have to be a valid target. I can't shoot that guy. Like it is valid teams. Like it'd have to be the next guy I could shoot, which would be.
Well, he's the only guy that was within range.
Let's see
You
here.
only have a
Let me
four
double
inch
check that.
range. Yeah.
Where's shooting step?
If it's only targets you could hit, then he's the only one.
First hit must be assigned to target. Remaining hits assigned evenly to valid targets. Part of the same unit as target team. Same type as target team within 6 inches of target team.
So yeah, I get to pick then. Yeah, so
Within 6 inches, yeah. So it has to be. If it's not valid, it has to be within 6 inches at least. Then.
yeah. Okay, so I just rolled 2 3 up saves.
Yep.
I'm good.
So you're good.
Yay!
And then I will roll to range in. The Katyusha are going to range themselves in right
Can't see
on.
me.
Oh, yeah. No,
Oh,
well,
fuck out of here!
could try to just range in right there. Yeah, I'm just going to range in 2 inches away from the smoke. So right there.
Okay.
Right on the edge of that bank. I'll draw a little dot.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm attempting to range in there. What is my range in skill? Usually I have this on a nice phone that's much easier to see. Alright, so my skill is 4 up. So when ranging in, you have 3 chances to range in. You roll the first roll, I have to get 4 up. If I fail, I have to get a 5 up. Then on my third chance, I have to get a 6 up. And then if I don't make it, I don't range in. So you have 3 chances. The second time, if you make it on the second roll, it's at +1. Is that a +1? There's a penalty for not getting it right here. Let me double check it. I don't normally use artillery.
That's most
Yeah,
of
it's an
his
additional
army.
+1. Yeah, I haven't played this Russian army yet.
Oh.
I have this Russian army. I just haven't played it yet.
Oh.
Yeah, 3 attempts to range in, so it's +1 for each. What is it here? Yeah, it's a +1 for each fail. So on the first fail, it's +1. Second fail, it's +2
Okay.
to hit. All right, so I'll start that now. First one, need a 4. Come on. I'm good. So I ranged in. So now I'll take the template. They're a salvo template, so they use this big one. If you can help me center that on that white marker.
Where's your hand at? Put your hand on the center and pick it up that way.
Okay.
Okay, now.
No, it fucking. I picked it up from the center, but my hand moved. There. Nope, it's not on the center anymore.
Oh,
It moves off of the center.
that's fine. Do your best. I'm looking. Move back. Oh, yeah, a little bit.
Let me flatten it back out again. Fucking thing.
Yeah, that's I think as close as I can get it because your hand moves.
So is your. Yeah, I'm a little to the left of it. I'm like 1.5 inches to the left of it. So what is underneath that template?
The reconnaissance building, like a third of it, and
Well, that just would mean the whole building is
and
gonna get
then
hit
one of
then.
my units for my red squad.
One only?
Yeah, it literally is right here. Like it's doing this.
Okay. All
Well,
right. So yeah,
now
the
even
tower.
less, but I'll take what you had first.
Well, the that guy's gonna get hit, and the tower
Yeah.
is gonna get hit. Is what's gonna get hit.
Yeah.
So because I ranged in on the first try, I don't. It's no penalty to hit you. So I'm just rolling to hit your normal to hit.
Okay.
I have 4 batteries, which is fine. That's normal. It doesn't give me any
Get rid of
bonuses
the
or penalties.
deployment. Oh, there you go.
So I just roll 1 dice against each of those guys. I'm basically I get a hit on each of them. I just need to see if it actually hits. So
Okay.
this is for the Panzer Grenadiers. I need a 4. They hit, so
Okay.
they'll need to make a save. And then how many units are in the tower?
3.
Okay, so I hit 2 of them.
And I rolled a 3 up for the pan.
All right, so yeah, now you need a 3 up for the other 2 then.
I
All
failed
right,
one.
so one of them dies.
Right, I'll take out one of the.
Okay.
Dead.
And that's that artillery battery. I'll fire the ISUs now. I will fire them trying to range in on that building. Not off the tip of the gun. Oh, of course, it automatically goes to the tip of the gun if you measure from the thing. I have 80 inches. So yeah, they're gonna try to fire a bombardment. It's gonna be the same thing. I need to roll to range in. Where's the IA? 22. Come on. There we go. So 4 up again. Let's see if I can do that. First, nope. Clear. I only want 1 dice. Clear. All right. So yeah, I arranged it in again. So it's going to be right on the edge of that building because I can't put it in the building. It's just got to be as close to the building as it can be.
Okay.
And I believe it's just artillery. Yep. So this is a smaller template. So it's like that. So it might hit some of the other. Yeah, it hits the other building, doesn't it?
So the center of it's on the edge of the building, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it hits. Yeah, it hits all the buildings at the
Both
crossing.
buildings.
Yeah, just not the tower.
Yeah. Okay. So how many units are in those buildings?
5 and 1 and 4 and 2.
So for a total of 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they're in separate buildings though, fam.
I'll fucking roll them half and half then.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. 5 and 1, 4 and 2.
1 hit in the 5 building
Oh, hold on. So I
and
rolled 2.
2 hits in the other building.
I got a 5 for the first one. And you said 2 in the other one?
Yeah.
Rolled a 2 and a 4, so I lost 1.
All right. So you failed 1, but you're in bulletproof cover. So I do need a firepower test to actually kill you.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
3 up.
Wait,
So
did
I
I
gotta
need that
roll.
for the other one?
Oh, yes, you would have as well. So that's for the guy in the building. We'll do the guy in the tower now to see if he actually dies.
Did I kill the guy in the
He does
building?
as well. They're both dead.
Okay,
I passed both firepower tests. I needed a 3 up, and I got
gotcha.
4s.
All right.
And now the Su-76s are counted for this turn as having fired that smoke bombardment. So it's just the 76 mil artillery left, and they will sight for themselves, and they'll sight right between those 2 buildings.
Okay.
And we'll roll the range in. I believe it's 4 as well, but I'll double check because I don't want to get that wrong. Because some have worse or better. They also have 4 up skill. So on a 4, they're ranged in. Nope. So second attempt on a 5. Nope. On a 6. Nope, they didn't range in. So that's them.
Okay.
I don't think these guys can fire. No, they can't fire through their own team. You can't shoot through your own teams too, just so you know that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all my shooting. So now we move to the assault step. So I have to charge into contact. So I'm going to decide who's going where now. So I'll go there. And when you charge into contact, you have to sort of square up. So my guys have to. So they charge the 4 inches. They're within engagement. So then they square up to you. Essentially, is like that. They have to be you're like the middle of your tank, the middle of
So
my
what
unit,
happens if
sort of thing.
somebody's not in base contact? Do they not get to attack me?
They do. You're within 4 inches, so I go to base contact, and then you square up. If you can't get within base contact, you never get to the square up step.
That's what I'm saying. So like obviously these guys aren't going to be able to touch my base. So do
No,
they?
they would get to be in the back here,
But they don't get
and
attacks,
but
right?
I don't think they will.
Okay.
No. So yeah, that's now I've assaulted. So now my RPG grenades would be in effect. So if I do hit you, I have an anti-tank of 10 on your side armor. So I'll need a 5-up to actually do anything with that.
What?
I'm reminding myself of my rule. My RPG grenades, they count as anti-tank 10 against your side. So any assaults that happen now, I have to choose 2 teams. So I'm going
Wait,
to
why would
choose
it go off my side armor though if you're full front?
cuz that's what the card says. The card gives me anti-tank grenades that when you're assaulting,
Does it say, no?
normally
But what the word?
normally
Hold on. The words you
normally oh, I'm
stop.
trying to explain it to
Yeah,
you
hold on.
so that you can understand.
But I'm saying you said it wrong. That's what I'm saying. Is because you
And I
said.
was trying to correct it. When you're normally assaulting, you're assaulting the top armor of a tank.
Okay.
So this changes it to the side armor, but gives me better anti-tank.
Okay, that's what I was saying because
That's all it does.
you're saying I get anti tank 10 on the side armor, and it's like it's not the side.
Well, yeah, it's yes.
Yeah.
My person is not hitting the side, is not touching your side, but they're also not touching your top. But they normally get to hit your top.
Okay.
Is what would normally be the effect.
Is my top armor different from my side? What?
Yes, your top armor should be 1. It's your worst armor.
Hold on, that can't be right because my side armor's more.
Yeah, your side armor's better than your top armor. It's better anti-tank against better armor, but better chance of killing you. It's
Okay.
a trade-off. It's a cheap card that gives me a slightly better chance of hurting tanks. That's all it is.
Okay.
It's not like the best card in the world or anything. Two teams get that benefit. I will choose the leader and the SMG beside him. So these two are normal assaults. Here's my rule book. So I've charged into contact. Assaulting teams move up to 4 inches into contact with the enemy. Enemy teams can move into contact with an infantry team that is in contact. So these guys that are touching in the back are technically in contact as well. Only this team, though, because this is the only team that's in contact with a team that's in contact. Because unfortunately, he couldn't move up enough. And assaulting across terrain. Opponent's defensive fire. So you now get defending teams within 8 inches of assaulting teams fire at halted rate of fire. Moving rate of fire if pinned down. You're not pinned down. Tanks cannot defensive fire if contacted by infantry that were concealed. No, I wasn't concealed. All right, so yeah, go ahead and shoot your anything within 8 inches. Now.
Okay. So that's basically these 5.
Yep.
Oh, this guy too.
Oh, is that 8 inches? Yeah, he's
That's
within 8 because
exactly
it's
8 inches.
8 inches. Well, no, it's 8 inches to the dude, so it's less than 8 inches because it's not measuring to the edge for some reason.
Yeah, it's like measuring from the bases, which I mean isn't a problem. But yeah, okay, so that's I'll do the infantry first. 1, 2, 3. Uh, uh rate of fire is
Halted should be
hold on.
2.
I gotta pull it up on the iPad. Hard to read that shit on there. Little things.
Yeah, that's why I got the fucking shit on the iPad. It's far easier. So grenadier, modify.
It's not going backwards for me. Oh, because you're fucking using it. That's why. Stop
Yeah,
touching
because
it.
I'm bringing you to the page.
Yeah, it's not moving for me though, so it's like, hold on. Yeah, this ain't working at all for me.
It was working fine before. What is it doing now?
Nothing.
What do you
It's just
What do you mean?
stuck on
Like,
the tanks.
is it on home now? At least.
Nope. Ah, whatever. Just what's the rate of fire? What do I gotta roll?
Fuck. Let me find them then again. I had them. Your rate of fire should be
MG
2. Yeah, it's 2.
says 3/2. What's that about?
It's 2. It's 2/1.
2/1.
Yeah.
And what about for the Panzerfaust team? What do they have? Just Panzer
They have.
Shreks?
They just shoot Panzerschrecks.
That's it? They don't have
Yep. They
rifles?
shoot. Nope.
Okay, what is?
They're
Can I
a
shoot the Panzer
Panzerfaust
Shreks
team.
at them?
Yep.
Okay, so their rate of fire is 1. What is the rate of fire of the rifles?
The rifles are any of your normal infantry teams are 2 right now.
What's the advantage of the MG though if it doesn't have a higher rate of fire?
It's not an MG. They're all MGs with Kar 98 support. Like that's one
Okay.
MG per base with 3 Kar 98 rifles. They're mixed teams.
Okay, and the Panzer, the team leader's the same. He's got 2
Yep.
attacks.
Let me double check him. He might be less. He might have the
He just has the
MP40,
same
but I doubt it.
stats on him.
No, he has the MP40, so he is rate of fire halted 3. So he is SMG rate of fire.
Okay, and my rolls are going to be the same for all of this stuff?
Yes. The MP40 can only shoot at someone within 4 inches, though. But I think he's within 4 inches.
Of an enemy? No, he's not.
Is he not?
No.
Oh, well, then if he's not, then he can't shoot. Because he has to have range to shoot.
I can't shoot the rifles?
You can shoot the other teams, just not the leader. Because the leader himself does not have range.
So what is that? He comes with an MP40 base?
He's just an MP40. That's it.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, because that's
I'm looking at your command team. Your grenadier platoon is they're just riflemen, so they have 8-inch range.
Okay, so
8-inch range, 2 rate of fire.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. And I need what to hit you?
You need 3s.
3 are hard. I missed 3, so that's 9.
9? Okay. So I gotta I'm stopped, so I'm gonna have to move back the 4 inches. And then I have to roll 9 saves. Oh my lord. Alright. That's 5 dead.
Yay. And then my tanks, I will shoot them. Oh, that was open. So that's 2 for the main gun and 4 for the machine guns. And I can fire both of them.
No, you don't. Let me double check, because I've had someone tell me you can't, but I believe that you can, because I haven't seen anything that says you can't.
Okay, let's just double check. So I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. Weird. Oh, well, you're checking.
You may either fire all of your machine guns or one other weapon.
Well, how many machine guns do I have? That's why I'm so confused.
Some tanks have AA machine guns and normal machine guns and coax machine guns and.
Okay, but so I have one machine gun, I have one primary gun, so I can fire everything.
You can fire the machine guns or one other gun.
What?
You can fire either all of your machine guns or one other weapon.
That's what's confusing with that wording. So like, can I fire
a
machine gun and a gun or no?
No, you can choose to fire all of your machine guns, or you can choose to fire one weapon that is not a machine gun.